A highly anticipated meeting at the White House between President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. The backdrop of this meeting was the ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia, a situation that has garnered international concern and support for Ukraine's sovereignty. Expectations were high that this meeting would reinforce the United States' commitment to supporting Ukraine in its struggle against Russian aggression. However, the meeting took an unexpected turn. Reports indicate that President Trump adopted a confrontational tone, criticizing President Zelenskyy's attire and questioning Ukraine's commitment to peace negotiations. This abrupt shift in demeanor caught many off guard and set the stage for a tense exchange between the two leaders. The atmosphere in the Oval Office grew increasingly strained as the discussion progressed. President Trump accused President Zelenskyy of not being sufficiently thankful for the support provided by the United States, and suggested that further aid could be contingent upon Ukraine's willingness to engage in peace talks with Russia. This ultimatum was met with resistance from President Zelenskyy, who emphasized Ukraine's sovereignty and the need for any peace agreement to be on terms favorable to his country. The meeting ended abruptly, with both sides expressing frustration and disappointment. The fallout from this encounter was swift and far-reaching. European leaders expressed concern over the apparent rift between the United States and Ukraine. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, in particular, reaffirmed the United Kingdom's unwavering support for Ukraine. He extended an invitation to President Zelenskyy to visit the UK for further discussions, signaling a desire to strengthen bilateral relations and provide reassurance amidst the diplomatic turbulence. President Zelenskyy accepted the invitation and traveled to the United Kingdom, where he was received with full honors. His visit included meetings with key political figures and culminated in an audience with King Charles III at Sandringham. This royal reception was more than a ceremonial gesture. It symbolized the UK's steadfast support for Ukraine and highlighted the importance of personal diplomacy in international relations. The meeting between President Zelenskyy and King Charles III was characterized by warmth and mutual respect. King Charles, known for his keen interest in global affairs, expressed solidarity with the Ukrainian people and reiterated the UK's commitment to supporting Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. President Zelenskyy, in turn, expressed gratitude for the UK's support and emphasized the importance of unity among Western allies in the face of external threats. This visit also served as an opportunity for President Zelenskyy to engage with other European leaders. A defense summit organized by Prime Minister Starmer brought together heads of government from across Europe to discuss the ongoing situation in Ukraine and coordinate support efforts. The summit underscored the collective resolve of European nations to stand with Ukraine and resist any attempts to undermine its sovereignty. The contrasting approaches of the United States and the United Kingdom in their dealings with Ukraine have sparked discussions about the future of Western support for the country. While the US administration's stance appeared to be shifting towards a more transactional approach, the UK's response reaffirmed a commitment based on shared values and long-standing alliances. This divergence has implications for the broader geopolitical landscape and raises questions about the cohesion of Western support for Ukraine. In the days following these events, President Trump defended his position, stating that his intention was to encourage a swift resolution to the conflict and reduce the risk of further escalation. He emphasized the need for Ukraine to engage in peace talks with Russia and suggested that continued US support would be contingent upon progress in these negotiations. This stance has been met with mixed reactions domestically and internationally, reflecting the complexities inherent in foreign policy decision-making. Meanwhile, President Zelenskyy's engagements in the UK have been widely praised. His meetings with King Charles III and other European leaders have been viewed as successful efforts to bolster international support for Ukraine. The symbolism of the royal audience, in particular, has resonated with many, highlighting the enduring power of personal diplomacy and the role of ceremonial institutions in global politics. For Ukraine, the support of its Western allies remains crucial. The solidarity demonstrated by the United Kingdom and other European nations provides a counterbalance to the uncertainties arising from the recent US-Ukraine interactions. It reinforces the message that Ukraine is not alone in its struggle, and that the international community remains committed to upholding the principles of sovereignty and territorial integrity. In conclusion, the recent events involving President Zelensky's meetings with President Trump and King Charles III have shed light on the complexities of international diplomacy and the significance of personal interactions among world leaders. These developments underscore the importance of unity among Western allies in supporting Ukraine and maintaining a stable international order. As we continue to monitor this evolving situation, it is essential to recognize the delicate balance that leaders must navigate in pursuing their national interests while upholding global principles. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Throne Talk. If you found this analysis insightful, please give us a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth discussions on the intersections of royalty and global politics. Until next time, stay informed and engaged.